Nobody plans to get injured. Most Americans spend months researching condo, visa, and monthly budgets. But very few spend that same amount of time thinking about what happens if something goes wrong. Unfortunately, sometimes that's exactly what happens.
Friends of a Milwaukee man critically injured in Thailand are making a public plea for help. Jamie Mills and a friend were struck by a van while vacationing in Bangkok. Jamie suffered 2 broken legs, a broken pelvis, and a ruptured bladder, among other things.
Popped pecs, how not to pick up chicks, and a biceps be gone. What? You guys know I love.
Did not save me.
So yeah, this is where it happened. I was just coming this way and I was getting ready to take the curve over here, and I wasn't speeding. I was riding probably around like 25 km/h. I was starting to slow down to go around the curve, and then boom, I just felt the pavement basically remove itself from under me.
This is KJ, and I'm just we're on our way to a visit to the Bangkok Hospital. We're gonna get some things checked out real quick. So this will be our first little trip to the hospital. So we'll give you a breakdown on how everything goes, and keep your fingers crossed. Just a little test for something that I'm noticing as we get older. We got to get these things checked out, so we're going to do exactly that. So we're going to see how the Thailand medical system works today. See how that whole process works. So I'll get back with you guys on the report later. Talk to you later.
Imagine you are 61 years old. You've started a healthier lifestyle. You're exercising regularly. One morning, doing a workout, you feel a sharp pain. At first, you think it's just a pulled muscle. A few days later, you notice swelling. Now, you're concerned. You decide not to guess. Instead, you visit Bangkok Hospital Pattaya. The registration process is straightforward. The staff speaks English. Within a relatively short time, you're sitting with a physician discussing your symptoms. After the examination and any imaging the doctor recommends, you're told you have an inguinal hernia. The good news? It can usually be repaired. The difficult question is no longer about your diagnosis. It's about whether you are financially prepared.
Hey, so what's up, guys? Welcome back. And so I just completed just the fastest hospital visit I've ever had in my whole life. I'm just gonna break this down real quick. So essentially this whole visit happened within an hour. I'm actually out here waiting on my taxi cab, my boat, to take me back to my condo. And we literally pulled up here literally about an hour ago, and we're done. I have registered, seen a doctor, got my consultation, paid for my consultation, and I'm done. Under an hour. Now, I don't know what hospitals where that happens in America, but I've never been to one. Very clean, very efficient, just absolutely clean and efficient. So, didn't get the best answer though. You know, I do have some situation where actually it's gonna require me to have surgery. It's not life-threatening, but it's something that's gonna require me to have surgery. So this this changes things a little bit. Just those some additional challenges about staying in Thailand, but just really the cost of the surgeries. It's not bad in terms of compared to the U.S., but it's going to take a considerable amount of chunk out of my change. So I have to kind of think about what's going to happen here. But no, it's not like an emergency surgery or anything like that, but it is something that he said it's going to have to happen at some point. So, but you know, I am still blessed. God's got me on this. That things could be worse, because I had a feeling it, you know, in your head it could be something worse like cancer or something like that, but it's not. It's really, I have a hernia, and it has to be, I have to take care of. So things we got to do. So we'll figure it out. But was definitely impressed with the hospital systems here. I've heard it was good, but man, I mean, really efficient, really fast. The consultation, though, it was kind of like he made the diagnosis pretty quickly. That's really only my other concern, is that it was so quick. It's like, are we sure? But makes sense. He explained it, and really now it makes sense, because I know how I did this. Ailment started when I was working out. Noticed it when I was working out, and I think I did this definitely working out. Dang on leg lifts, exactly what got me. So we got a new little challenge in front of us. So we'll get it figured out. But once again, want to figure out that, hey. Oh, the other part is this really kind of sucks, is that I can't work out. You know, it's like no working out. So that's what really sucks. I'm not experiencing any pain or anything, but there is some swelling, and that's definitely a cause of it. So I have to figure this out. But at least I know that the hospital systems here are very efficient, very good. Whoa. An hour in the middle of the day, and so yeah. And then the consultation, I think, was like 1,400 baht, 1,600 baht. I forget what it was. I just paid it so low I didn't even, you know, it was a very decent fee, so very reasonable. So good job, Thailand. Your hospitals do rock, for real though. I'm impressed. Alright, so anyway, guys, so I'm just waiting on my boat, and we're gonna head on back to the condo and kind of digest everything and get this thing figured out. Alright, peace. The cost for the procedure at Bangkok Hospital was $3,000. However, the physician recommended that I go check with other public hospitals in the area, because he felt like I could get a better price. And that's what we did. Here's a breakdown by the numbers of public hospitals in Thailand versus the US hospitals. So, for your initial consultation in Thailand, that consultation will cost you anywhere from $3 to $15. Versus in the US, that same consultation will cost you $200 up to $500. Your ultrasound and imaging, well, that's $15 to $50 in Thailand, versus $300 to $1,500 in a US hospital. Blood work comes in at $10 to $30, versus the US, that's $100 to $1,000. The hernia repair surgery procedure itself in Thailand can be as low as $500 and as high as $2,000. That same procedure in the US, well, that starts off at least $8,000 and up to $25,000 in the US. Your hospital stay in a public hospital in Thailand is going to be included in the price.
Now, in the United States, that's going to cost you anywhere from $15,000 up to $5,000. Your follow-up visit after the procedure in Thailand, well, that's $3 to $15. Versus in the US, plan on spending at least $100 up to $300. So, for the total procedure in Thailand, public hospital can be as low as $600 and as high as $2,100. Versus at a US hospital, the same procedure can range as high as $10,000 and up to $30,000. So you would have a total estimate savings at a Thailand public hospital of at least I didn't move to Thailand expecting to need health care. And most people don't. But that's why planning matters. The day you do need health care shouldn't be the day that you start to figure out how to pay for it. So, if you're seriously thinking about moving to Thailand, go to kjsonewayticket.com and download my free decision-making framework workbook. This will help you answer a lot of these questions in advance. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.